God told me when I want to say I was age 13, I was getting ready to start ninth grade. So I wasn't 13, I was younger than that. He told me then that outside of working with youth, that I was going to help people tell their stories. So I did the youth thing for a while. I started a step team, did that for a while, for years, and I still do it, starting to go back into it actually. But I've just now started stepping into helping people tell their stories, which is my ministry. So being a film director, making movies, it's a ministry to me. I'm big on helping people to really connect with the imagery and the sounds, not just the imagery, but the sounds, the colors, all that affects a person. Ready to board the plane, head to the motherland. In 2018, I went to Ghana to work on a documentary on businesses and different things happening there. But while I was there, I visited with an orphanage. And one of the things the orphanage did was help rescue kids from human trafficking. A lot of not all orphans, but quite a few of them were once trafficked. So I did a little short piece on them then, and it helped them get a lot of attention. But I was praying on it and thinking on it. I said, I need to do a documentary on this and go back there. So I was delayed because of COVID and a few other things, and then I got laid off from my job. So I said, you know, I took my retirement, invested in getting me a camera. I said, no, it's time to go ahead and do this, go full in. So that's what happened. We had a very small crew because I wasn't not able to bring my own crew. I had to train volunteers the day before filming to assist with the production. So that was quite interesting.
Sound speed.
Scene 12C, take 1.
I had to train an amateur crew on how to be professionals within 24 hours, how to present years of experience within 24 hours, which is not possible. So it was very inefficient, but we still got it done.
All right, y'all. What is it?
It's
Despite all that, God made it happen. And at the end of the day, God's gonna make it work.
Amaru, Masklova. Yeah, girl, you looking better than the photos. Need more of your time, so I'm watching you in slow-mo. Yeah, busy schedule, but it doesn't really matter when it comes to you. Yeah, I can wait till we're together. I can never get
So, Chainsaw Speaks has really been received well globally. We've been selected so far by, I want to say 22 festivals and counting. There are still like 70 that pending. Also, we've received several awards. Like we just received the award for Best Documentary Feature. In Tokyo, Japan, there's a large festival there, Tokyo Short Film Festival, International Film Festival, something like that. Anyway, got an award for that. Greece, we received awards in Greece, France, throughout the UK, India, Romania, Venezuela, and several festivals have been hitting me up almost daily asking to submit the film. So I'm not going to just submit to everybody. Some of them even waived their fee. Quite a few of them actually waived the fee, and some of those I actually won, and they waived the fee. So it's going very well. People are very receptive. Some of the things that when I spoke to people who saw the film, the most popular word I hear is wow. They're like, wow.
Through closed eyes, I wonder why you let them take me.
From the short, it was obviously a very meaningful subject matter to be making a short about. And I particularly like the approach, the mixed, not mixed media, but the mixed format approach of using documentary, actor reconstruction, and then spoken word, poetry. And then when you told us more about the reconstruction scenes and how they were involving people who had been, directly involved in trafficking, that obviously brought a whole new layer to the story, a whole new layer of meaning, and it just gave it a much more holistic feel and bigger story behind it. So it just, really impactful.
Yeah, I played Kojo, very humble to say. And seeing the reach that it's having regarding something that, if we're being transparent, is not only a touchy subject, but quite frankly, people refuse to talk about it just because of how deep the roots go. When you find out about those types of situations, it strikes a chord in you, and you really find out who you are. And I found out who I was, and I have no problem doing more of this on my own in my own time. So I'm humble. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to see it actually having some type of reach, regardless if it's 1 or 2 or 3 souls.
So, how satisfied are you after listening to the people, getting the story, getting the feedback? I'm sure you went through some challenges to get it done, or it was all smooth and easy.
It was quite a task because I'm literally doing multiple jobs.
Okay.
Ideal situation, I would have brought a full film crew with me, but we didn't raise enough to handle that. That's like you're talking about at least $30,000-$40,000 per trip. But like I was taught at my alma mater, Texas Southern University, take what you have and make it work. And then I was blessed to have other contributors like Senegal and Joey Harris and Byron Gautier and a few other people that I also assisted. And then I had volunteers that were here that I trained them on the basics to support, and they did a good job. We would know that they were not seasoned production crew. They held it down. I had Bernice, who's the acting coach, she was my assistant director. I had Nimrod, he was doing sound. The Dan was my intern. I was training him the first day. So I had to train him the day before the first shoot. And then, like each time I came, it became more and more efficient.
The kids that were in the film, those are orphans. The little boy that played Kojo, he was abandoned, but he's an orphan, but he was abandoned. The lady that was the lady that came and took the child, she was actually trafficked when she was a child. So each person within the film had a vested interest in the story. That's why they were so passionate about with their performance and the energy they put into it.
Hurricane, that was good, but I need more interaction between.
Green thing, and I want y'all to make some crazy faces. Like,
Oh, for that phone. Oh, for that phone. But oh no, it's a man who no put phone.
Certain things that keep me going. And my motivation is my grandmother. I want to do it for my grandmother. I want to make sure she good.
What you say? Yeah, that's you.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yes, cute.
I just want to take this time to thank everybody that has given to Change Silence Speaks and believe in the vision and believe in the mission of it and the spirit of it. And for Kojo, another thing I wanted to say, in May, we're going to France, and the little boy that played Kojo, he won an award, so we're trying to get him up there so he can see it as well, so he can see, have that experience. But other than that, that's it. So hey, peace.